Ladies and gentlemen, the gloves are finally off. President Uhuru Kenyatta is now ready to face it off with his deputy, Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto. The president made it clear about three things. Number one, the president indicated that they have a candidate. That candidate is none other than Raila Odinga. Basically, the president yesterday endorsed Raila Odinga. Number two, the president also indicated that they have the strategy of making Raila Odinga the next president of the Republic of Kenya. Or you can put it this way, the strategy of stopping William Samoei Arap Ruto from becoming the next president of the Republic of Kenya. Number three, the president also indicated that they have the ability to make it happen. The president indicated those three things yesterday when he met with over 3,000 youths, as new youths, at State House in Nairobi. And for those who've been following President Uhuru Kenyatta's politics of late, the president has been very clear on one thing, that they've been working, and that time for work is now over, that it is now time for politics, which means President Uhuru Kenyatta will soon start going outside there to officially campaign for Raila Odinga. And that move by the president is actually causing anxiety in William Ruto's camp. So in this video today, I want us to look at President Uhuru Kenyatta's statement yesterday and the meeting he held with the youths, and how his campaigns for Raila Odinga is going to have, the impact it's going to have on William Ruto's allies, especially those in the larger Mount Kenya region.
Mimi nimewaita hapa ndio mimi nipate nafasi nijaribu kuwasetia agenda ile ambaye nyinyi muna uwezo wa kurudi mitaani, vijijini, pahali mmetoka, kuanzisha debate na kuuliza wenzenu, where does our future lie? Tunaelewana? Ndio sisi tunataka hii azimio ambayo itatulete pamoja, because
reggae in the bathroom, reggae in the bedroom, reggae everywhere, reggae in jail, reggae in church, everybody likes it.
Na ndio mimi sasa nimesema, kwa sababu wakati wa siasa umefika, sisi kama Jubilee sasa tumetoka ofisi na sasa tunaingia kiwanja ya siasa.
No, that's President Uhuru Kenyatta. And if you watch that video very carefully, you should have noted two things. Number one, President Uhuru Kenyatta attended that event in a blue shirt, the Azimio shirt color. That's not by coincidence. There are no coincidences in politics. So the president was setting the theme for that meeting. That's the first thing. Number two, the DJ at that event, when the venue erupted, the DJ played Nobody Can Stop Reggae. That song is associated with BBI and is also associated with Raila Odinga. So that's alone, the two things alone were meant to pass a message to Kenyans. I know you might have missed that. You might have missed the blue color, and you might have also missed the theme song which was played at that time. So I want us to look at the impact this will have on William Ruto's allies in the larger Mount Kenya region and Kenya in general. But before you do that, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please, I want you to take a second or two, click that subscribe button. I'm actually waiting for you to do it. If you have not yet subscribed, please, just a second, just click that subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. By the way, I'm expecting my friend Robert Alai and Seth Odongo Dikembe to be here. So we are likely to have an interview with them. And for those who are already subscribed, please give this video a thumbs up, share the video, you know what you normally do. Now let us get back to business. Uhuru Kenyatta is now clear on the person he's going to support in 2022, in August this year. Previously, there were people who believed that Uhuru Kenyatta was actually playing Raila Odinga. That Uhuru Kenyatta was just using Raila Odinga because he wanted to rule peacefully. Those stories are now behind us. The truth of the matter is that President Uhuru Kenyatta is not going to support Raila Odinga and is going to do everything to block his deputy. Will President Uhuru Kenyatta succeed? And one question which we are yet to understand is what really caused the fallout between the president and his deputy. Maybe we'll get to know the finer details once they start hitting on each other, because when Uhuru and Ruto are hitting at each other, I hope you enjoy. Although it's not right, but hope you guys enjoy, because we want to know what really transpired between these two people. So the move by the president to start campaigning for Raila Odinga is going to have great impact on William Ruto's camp. Number one, the first thing is the question of the impact of Uhuru Kenyatta's campaign. Assuming today Uhuru Kenyatta starts going to the larger Mount Kenya region to campaign for Raila Odinga, what will be the impact? Uhuru stated they have the candidate, they have the strategy, and they have the ability. He will now go to Mount Kenya region. If Uhuru were to go to Mount Kenya region and calls for a public rally, let's say in Kirinyaga, how many members of parliament do you think will attend that event? How many people do you think will attend that event? You know, the impact of Uhuru Kenyatta supporting Raila Odinga is so huge. For example, number one, there is these business people who have been doing business with Jubilee. The first thing they'll do, they'll want to associate with Uhuru Kenyatta, because they'll know that where the president supports, that's where power is likely to go. That's number one. Number two, the system, I mean, the provincial administration, they can easily be used to mobilize people. Number three, let us look at it from the perspective of the people of the larger Mount Kenya region. These are people who voted for President Uhuru Kenyatta 3 times. And they were with Ruto fully, hoping that the president was also going to join Ruto, and hopefully that the president was still just playing Raila Odinga. So now the president is coming out publicly, which means to them, now the president is deciding. So if we had, because majority of people had actually moved in the larger Mount Kenya region, this is the truth. They had moved from supporting Ruto, some to Raila, and there was a huge number which was undecided. Now this undecided, where will they go? If Uhuru were to tell them that I want to support Raila Odinga. So most of them will definitely go to Raila Odinga. So that's the impact. That's number one. Number two, there is this fact which you can't also run away from, that President Uhuru Kenyatta understands the politics of Mount Kenya. You can't run away from that. The truth of the matter is that President Uhuru Kenyatta successfully managed to wrestle Mount Kenya from the grip of a certain people. When Uhuru Kenyatta started his ambition of becoming the president, the only person who believed in him was the late John Michuki. Many of them never believed in Uhuru Kenyatta. So Uhuru Kenyatta understood the mountain and he came up with a strategy. And Uhuru Kenyatta used that strategy to win the support of the mountain. During that time, his personal assistant was actually Rigathi Gachagua. So before Kenyans knew, Uhuru Kenyatta became the president of the Republic of Kenya. The mere fact that Uhuru Kenyatta understands the Mount Kenya politics better than Ruto You know, Ruto is enjoying the support in the larger Mount Kenya region partly because of two things. Partly because, number one, that hatred towards Raila Odinga, which you can call historical. So that's number one. Number two, partly because he campaigned for Uhuru Kenyatta when Uhuru Kenyatta was actually down. So what this means is that Uhuru Kenyatta going into the larger Mount Kenya region, he will be going to those people as one of their own. He will be going to those people knowing so well the strategies he used last time to win them over. And that's why, if you've been following Uhuru Kenyatta's politics of late, Uhuru Kenyatta has never granted any interview to national media, but he's always granted interviews to local media, vernacular stations. So whenever you will be seeing Uhuru Kenyatta taking his microphone like this and start to address the Kikuyus in their vernacular, just know that Uhuru Kenyatta is actually now speaking to their hearts and their emotions. The moment he will drop that microphone, Uhuru Kenyatta shall have managed to win some hearts. And that is what is worrying these people. The fact that Uhuru Kenyatta understands the Mount Kenya politics. Why is that important? Mount Kenya politics is going to determine who becomes the next president of the Republic of Kenya. If Ruto is going to win 85% or even 80%, then compete with Raila Odinga out there, that will be fine for him. But should Uhuru Kenyatta manage to push Raila Odinga's figures to 40%, because now they are very ambitious. And someone was telling me that according to Uhuru, they even hope it to reduce it to 50-50. But he believes Jubilee as a political party is going to win majority of the seats. So the fact that Uhuru Kenyatta understands Mount Kenya politics is worrying Ruto, because without Mount Kenya, Ruto's presidential campaign is as good as dead. And you might have also noticed that Ruto has also realized that. And that's why he's no longer focusing much in the larger Mount Kenya region. He's now going to Western Kenya, camping there. He's going to the coast, camping there in the hope that if he's going to lose some number from the larger Mount Kenya region, then he can win those numbers from the other side. So that's number two. Number three is a revamped Jubilee. Jubilee party is being revamped in the larger Mount Kenya region. And let me tell you what's happening in the larger Mount Kenya region. Mount Kenya region bought this hustler narrative. Then William Ruto unknowingly killed the hustler narrative and came up with the bottoms up, which people are really not understanding. Again, I'm seeing William Ruto making another mistake. Because the people of the larger Mount Kenya region also embraced UDA party as one of their own. In fact, none other than Purity Ngirishi stated in severally when she was still in UDA that UDA is a party of the Kikuyus. So the Kikuyus basically owned that UDA as a political party. Get the point? Then came the Kenya Kwanza. So Kenya Kwanza, now there's Ruto, there's Mudavadi, there's Weta. But Kenya Kwanza is now not owned by the people of the larger Mount Kenya region. They believe that Kenya Kwanza is now owned by Ruto and Musalia Mudavadi, or the people of the larger Western Kenya. And that's why Moses Kuria has been making some funny statements. So while UDA is losing the identity and the ownership in the larger Mount Kenya region, Jubilee Party is rebranding and revamping itself. So William Ruto must figure out how he's going to go back to the ground and start selling UDA and not Jubilee Party. Because Jubilee are going to tell their people that UDA is a Kalenjin party, UDA is the is the Mount Kenya party. And that's the mistake Ruto is doing. Kenya Kwanza is going to be the end of UDA in the larger Mount Kenya region. Just wait for Moses Kuria. If Moses Kuria is going to join Ruto, good for him. But if Moses Kuria is going to join him and without folding his party, then Uhuru Kenyatta is going to succeed in revamping Jubilee. The Uhuru Kenyatta strategy, I'm told, is that Uhuru Kenyatta wants to win majority members of parliament and majority MCS and majority governors, senators down there, in the hope that after that he will be able to still control parliament, then he'll be able to revamp Jubilee again and maybe prepare Jubilee for any future leadership. So that's his strategy. And a revamped Jubilee would mean that they're going to checkmate. So if Rigathi Gachagua is the automatic candidate in Madeira, they're going to identify another strong candidate, tell him you can't get UDA, run on Jubilee, we are going to fund. He's going to go to Kiharu, place of Niti Nyoro, and he's going to do that across. So revamp Jubilee. Number 4 is Uhuru Kenyatta's development record. You know, William Ruto is a very good politician, very strategic, but he's impatient. He doesn't know how to wait. If Ruto wanted to destroy Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy, it was on the basis of development records. Jubilee Party failed in the first term completely. In fact, they even created a portal of projects which they had completed which never existed. Okay? Then, immediately after the handshake, William Ruto and his brigade started going to the larger Mount Kenya region and telling the Mount Kenya region how the president has failed them. So the president listened because he has intelligence, their strategy. He noted. Then he summoned his delivery unit. Yesterday, while meeting those youths, he was with those people, and those people explained to them they know each and every project. So Uhuru Kenyatta sat down with the presidential delivery unit. They took notes. Okay, this project, how far is it? Okay, we want to do this project. Is there money? If there's no money, where are we going to get money? So all the major projects in the larger Mount Kenya region completed without noise. You come to Western, the same. So basically it means now Uhuru Kenyatta can stand on a podium before the people of the larger Mount Kenya region and he can explain to them in details the project he has initiated in his second term. And he's going to tell them that in the first term they could not do much because everything was being looted. In fact, yesterday when meeting those youths, the president challenged the youths to look at the records of those who are making noise when they were in government, in reference to Musalia Mudavadi, when he was the Minister for Finance, and Uhuru Kenyatta. So the development records, which was making these guys popular amongst the voters, are now addressed. So they can't go to the people and tell them Uhuru Kenyatta has failed. And if Uhuru Kenyatta has not failed, then why are you against him? They also talked of agriculture. Uhuru Kenyatta appointed Munya. He has retained Munya in the cabinet. He wants to work with Munya, and Munya will be explaining to people the reforms he has made. Yeah? And he was telling those people, look at before Munya took over, what were they doing? In reference to Kiunjuri, who was William Ruto's ally. So Uhuru is a very smart politician. And the other thing which is worrying these people is the state resources. You know, Uhuru is the president. He has state resources. He will use the state resources and there's nothing you can do about it, basically. Which means, if it's money, if it's intelligence, if it's projects, he will use. The worst bit we should worry the DP and his team is that this endorsement of Raila Odinga by the president is basically going to energize Raila Odinga's support base. In fact, Raila Odinga's support base are now more excited. The only thing worrying them now is ODM nominations. And they are saying if ODM is not careful, as long as they give Raila Odinga vote, they won't mind about Ukuchini. And look at Uhuru Kenyatta, what Uhuru Kenyatta is doing. In Western Kenya, they are locking it. Mudavadi thought alijua, so they are locking Western. At the coast, he's been able to bring on board Joho and Kingi. So they are going to lock coast. Kisii is already locked. Nyanza already locked. Rift Valley, they're using divide and rule. There are constituencies which they have marked. There are counties they have marked. Then you go to Central, Uhuru Kenyatta is saying, leave that to me. Don't bother. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.